The untold truth about bar rescue. Subscribe to the channel and comment down below saying I subscribed to enter this month's shoutout giveaway. How they pick bars. Landing a spot on a reality show where someone is willing to spend their money to save your failing business seems like a pretty sweet deal. The actual task of getting on the show is pretty straightforward. You simply fill out an application just like if you were trying for a coveted busboy spot at your local watering hole. Of course, that's just one way. Bar Rescue has another method, by narrowing down geographical areas. The show producers will sometimes do an open call in certain cities or geographical areas looking for distressed bars. Other times, they'll do all the legwork and call bars themselves to see if they're interested in appearing on the show. Everyone hates Jon Taffer.
And then you brought it out anyway! I sent my wife Nicole in with her friend Ash, and you knew it had to be right, and you still it up. The investors own 60% of this business. Danny owns 40% of this business. Danny is it up. Why don't the investors stand up and do something about it? You know the term hostile takeover? And you think this is funny, don't you?
I don't think it's funny. I just think you're acting kind of a little crazy.
But for someone with an impressive CV like Taffer, there are a lot of people ticked at him. And it's not just your average Joe who doesn't like a brash New Yorker who yells a lot. No, many accomplished bartenders hate Jon Taffer. Why? Well, he often says stuff that is flat out wrong, like this. Tequila is inherently made from mezcal, which mescaline, the hallucinogenic drug, is made from. So tequila can have a hallucinogenic component. You might be talking to someone who's not there. In the real world, tequila and mescaline come from plants with similar names, but those plants are in very different families. It might be an easy mistake to make for a lay person, but someone like Taffer should know better. And that's not the only questionable thing he said. You know how to cure a hangover? Don't drink too much. Given the price of time machines, that'll be tough when you're on your fourth screwdriver. That reminds me, the screwdriver, the drink Taffer said every bartender should know how to make. It's orange juice and vodka, the alcohol equivalent of Gordon Ramsay saying every chef should know how to make a PBJ. Deep insights. Fakery. If you don't already know this show is fake, then I have a bridge to sell you. But hey, you don't have to watch one whole episode of the show to find out it's fake. People who've been on the show will save you the time and just tell you. Like Nina Wyatt of Schaffer's Bar and Grill, who said the crew fed them lines. She isn't the only one throwing around accusations. Owner Ryan Burke said, during my first interview, I was asked how much money we are losing each month. My exact words to the producer were, "What would you like me to say?" Producer's response, "For our story, you are losing $10,000 a month and losing your house and closing down next month." All of which isn't true. Yikes. Pirates Tavern said just about the same thing. It was basically coerced and staged to be an opening act for a re-rescue. I was told to bring in several changes of clothes to make it appear that filming covered several days. As usual, they brought in a bunch of extras to fill the house and we were told what to say and with whom to speak to. Too many bars are saying they're fed lines and too many camera angles are just right and too many lines are really badly delivered for this to be anything but set up at the least. Shooting schedule. Once a bar does agree to appear on the show, things move pretty quickly. Taffer and the crew take 5 days to complete a bar rescue. That includes Taffer evaluating the actual bar being redone and scouting competing bars. Each day is about a 12-hour shoot, with the second day being the crazy one. That's where he yells at the bar owners and tells them what a horrible job they're doing. According to a Reddit post written by someone claiming to be a bar rescue producer, hidden cameras are placed before the full crew arrives, and the normal pre-production shooting takes place then as well. By day 5, the bar is back open with a remodel, and that's that. The makeover is cosmetic and financial. That same Reddit post reveals something painfully obvious as you watch the show, whether or not it's fake. A lot of people have no clue how to manage a business. You can remake a building in 5 days, but teaching someone the basic principles of turning a profit takes a lot longer. The inability to understand cost and margin is a big contributor to bar failures, and Taffer is an expert on being broke. He once lost $600,000 in a failed startup. His financial decisions have definitely gotten better since the start, but a lot of bars don't need his financial advice. The murder episode. In 2013, Jon Taffer and the bar rescue crew went to Nashville to save the Pit and Barrel. The show makes it seem like the bar's owner, Chris Farrell, was part of the problem, as he displayed a short temper with his staff. By the end of the episode, Chris had seen the Taffer way, and the bar rescue ran a graphic that claimed Chris had not lost his temper with the staff after the episode. Unfortunately, he later lost his temper at a patron. Outlaw country singer Wayne Mills drank at the Pit and Barrel on November 23, 2013. After the bar closed for the evening, Farrell and Mills, who were friends, got into an argument. Farrell shot and killed the country singer, and he later claimed self-defense. The episode had not yet aired on Spike TV and was immediately pulled from the rotation, but then it was aired anyway. Spike quickly issued a statement apologizing for the incident. The first airing had been removed, but the second late-night rebroadcast had not been. But the damage was done, and many fans were offended. A jury eventually found Farrell guilty of second-degree murder. He received a 20-year sentence for the crime. Excuses. There's been a lot of failing bars featured on Bar Rescue, and according to Jon Taffer, he's found that there's one thing they all have in common: excuses. At a speech for the 2019 Nightclub and Bar Expo in Las Vegas, he explained via America Jr. just how often bar owners had a ready reason and waiting for their failure, and just how often they put their responsibility on their shoulders. Out of the 120 bar rescues, never once, "I'm failing because of me." Every time, it's the competition or it's Congress. They have every freaking excuse but themselves. Excuses are reconciliation of a mistake. Excuses are your enemies. Excuses killers. According to Inc., Taffer boils these excuses down to just a few different categories. They're made because of a fear, like hurting someone's feelings, because owners think they know everyone or don't know enough, because of egos that get in the way, or because they blame a scarcity of something, whether it's time or money. It all comes back to the same things over and over again, and according to Taffer, getting rid of those excuses is the only thing that really sets them up for success in the future. If they can't do that, then there's little hope for the business. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen.